No, I'm not, I haven't started fully yet, I guess.
You can still, would you like the script practice?
Yeah.
Awesome. What time can you put on your calendar? Because this is the one thing we can do, put it on the calendar and set a timer on our phone so that it happens. Because if not, this is gonna be great. You guys are gonna be BFFs, but nobody's gonna script practice. What time do you drop your kids at school?
I homeschool.
You homeschool. So what time do they get up in the morning?
I don't know. It's my dad's here right now taking care of him, so it's crazy.
Okay. Can you do 8:30 at night or 7:30 in the morning? What time works for you?
Well, I'm about to leave on a trip, that's why I haven't.
Oh,
like-
that one won't
Yeah.
really, oh, that's right. We
Yeah.
talked about that.
So I just.
Probably late morning or early afternoon would be best for me.
You've got a script partner already. You got a script partner already. These two already got a script partner. Who's on our Zoom? Is there anyone on Zoom that would like to be a script partner for 3 days? I'm not gonna make you forever, 3 days.
Yes, this is Jill. I'm on Zoom.
Jill, fantastic. Jill is gonna call Jenna and you said late afternoon?
Or early afternoon.
1 o'clock.
I'm supposed to call her at 1 o'clock today.
Yes, or she can call you at 1 o'clock today. Which is it gonna be?
We have 1 o'clock case studies.
Oh, I lied. 12:45.
Uh,
It's gonna be fast.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, the rule about script practice is that can you do 1 o'clock today or 12:45 today?
I can.
Awesome, perfect. The rule about script practice is there's no small talk because then you guys won't do it. You go right into pretend mode. And you pick up and it's gonna be a little bit funny because you'll be like, oh, this really is happening. So are you gonna call and practice the lender script with Jill? Jill, what's your phone number?
801-358. Did she say hang on?
801-358.
8149.
Okay.
Okay, so save it in your phone and set a timer right now.
And you're gonna call me Jenna?
Yep, I'll call you.
Okay.
Awesome, thanks, Jill. And then as soon as it gets done, you're gonna give her feedback on it and then you get to practice the same lender script.
Where is this lender script?
I bet
find
you
it.
put in the chat.
I'll find it.
It's
I'll
just the
find
one
one.
we just went through.
Jenna has it. She
Yeah, I know. Call him the lender. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it.
Awesome, you got it. You guys are gonna get it.
Where are the scripts?
They're in there somewhere.
The lender one might not be. It's okay.
Do you use the IntroLend app to like go through 3 different lenders to see the different options, or you don't really do that?
Did I send you a bunch of lenders
Yeah,
today?
just-
Good, we're gonna have a lender conversation really quick. Oh, and it's 10 o'clock. So on lenders, they're like us. So when you start to lead generate, you're gonna end up with a lot of leads. When I really start, like we prospect for what? 4 days and I am like, they're coming out my ears. I don't know what to do with them. So if I send all of my leads to one lender, then they only take care of the very best because they just prioritize just like we did. This is the one that's most likely and the person down here doesn't get called. Okay, so I try to make sure I'm only sending 1 lead at a time to each lender. So they have to nurture that 1 lead really, really well. I did invest in IntroLend because I felt like that was gonna be a good concept. It never worked well for me.
Okay.
So I've stepped away from it and I've just walked, I've invested a lot of money and I just walked away from it. Because I felt like it was better that my clients got serviced than for me, it was hard. I couldn't get it to the concept to work right. And I also try to pair people up for different reasons. So you might want to take notes on the lenders that I shared with you. Depending on how we want their personalities to match, right? So if you have a lender that's super detailed, and then you have a bro over here who's like, just take care of it. I don't want to know the details. I have a gal, Marcia, is super detailed. And I've had clients hang up on her. I've also have other clients that come from out of state. I use Marcia for anyone who's out of state, for anyone who is super detailed, and whoever like communication is really, really, really important to. Things that are hard for me on her is she's really intense. Sometimes she scares people away from moving forward. Mhm. And sometimes she might overwhelm people with too many details. She will call you, she'll send you a follow-up text message and a follow-up email. And you'll have all the details, but you have those one clients that need it. Or if I have someone from out of state. So she was one I,
He's an
I said,
accountant. He's a.
accountants,
and
engineers were
works
really
for-
good with her.
Yeah.
Cody used to be in our office down here and he was super into sports. His dad was a coach. He was always flying around to different colleges. Like he was great for kids that might connect with that a little bit more like millennial kind of stuff. Super smart dude, but his communication skills were poor. He was like, no news is good news. So you might not hear from him for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But some people, like I knew some people would connect well with him for that. So I try and get to know a little bit of what people might need. I think Jordan is like pretty even kill. He's the one over here at Security National. He came that first coaching day that we had. He is, I think he's just even kill. He's just not gonna be overstressed or under stressed. I think he's just gonna be really consistent. Eric is really good, but says yes to too much. So sometimes he says yes to a lot, but he's my go-to because he's in my phone all the time and he's really helpful. He's super duper knowledgeable. Same with Marcia. If I have something, I could have told you yesterday in class that she would have known exactly where the line was of where the USDA stuff was. When I was selling a lot of trailers, like she knew exactly how old they had to be or couldn't be or where the VIN number was or whatever it was. She knows, she is up to date on all of that kind of stuff. And she's the only one I would bet non-refundable by when we were doing 20,000 non-refundable earnest money, that's who it was with. So I was like, she's the one I bet on. Sheila is really, really good when it comes to softer relationships. She's got a freaking heart of gold. She has gone upside down and backwards for me. And she's with First Colony. She was in the office over here. Especially single moms, especially women really connect with her that wouldn't have connected with Cody or Eric. Like she's gone down to the DMV and fixed stuff for clients that couldn't get it done themselves. Like she's got a heart of gold. She might again sometimes say yes to a lot of things, and so she's not quite as detail oriented, but her compassion usually makes up for that.
Okay.
I wouldn't connect her probably with an investor. An investor is highly analytical and you're gonna probably have it.
Caution.
If you're looking for somebody who needs someone soft, she's gonna be really good.
Okay.
She's probably the very best out of being soft
Okay.
or compassionate or that kind of thing. I hope that kind of makes sense.
No, it does.
And like I said, I try to just send one, maybe two at a time. And after I've given you two, I just know I have to go somewhere else. I didn't send you CMG. They're really good for investors. His name is Aaron, Aarun Ramba. I think it's RUM. Yeah. I'll put together a lender, one sheet lender page. I have to be careful because I know there's some relationships in the office. What I want to tell you is you need to have more than one and you just get to know them all. And if you can find one that you're sourcing a lot of leads to, if you feel like you can build a relationship, you can get some back.
Okay.
The reality is I've never really had a ton of lenders that have given them back.
Okay.
I won't share the names on the list that have, but they haven't in a long time because I probably I'm sharing my leads a lot instead of everything filtering to them.
Yeah.
Most of the time they just want to give their leads though to somebody who's gonna close them. Like they're an internet lead or something. So if you can't get them, move them to appointment, move them to showing houses and move them to get them under contract. Because there are times that I have one of those lenders, she's just like, you're the team that just gets it close. Like the minute you get a name, you are out pushing to get them under contract and they appreciate that. Okay, so that got us off on a lender tangent. Welcome, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Okay, so next person though, Miss Jenna, because we got that one thing that you can move them forward. We're only gonna put 3 names on here because any more than that,
This person.
you're gonna lose it.
I would say probably Jeremy.
Jeremy. Has Jeremy talked to a lender yet?
No,
Okay,
he wants an investment home, another one.
Okay.
And,
do you know what his current investments look like?
not completely. I keep offering him, like, "I'll take you to hot yoga and out to lunch and let's
So
talk
is
about it."
that-
I'll be too busy.
Okay, what do you think he wants instead of hot yoga?
I don't know.
Um,
He
It
wants hot
depends.
yoga.
He wants
really
hot
wants
yoga means that he wants to go on a date. Does he
Mm.
want an investment property? Is that moving you to under contract? This is where you're gonna have to decide, is it more important to go on the date or more important to go under
It's not a
contract?
date. It's not a date. No, he knows I'm not interested.
But he wants hot yoga.
So,
Well, okay.
If that's
the reason
not
I'm
bringing-
offering that is because he does marathons and bigger. So.
is that helping you know more about what his goals are and defining your relationship?
I don't know. So don't do
But
that.
not, I don't know, whose power is it when you say, I don't know?
I mean, I feel like I'm offering him value, something that's.
What
of value to
value
him.
are you offering him?
The hot
Friendship?
yoga- No, the hot yoga, because I'm like,
Okay.
hey, let's do hot yoga and then we'll go to the cafe and talk afterwards about real estate.
Okay. How's that working for you?
I don't know.
No, is
He
it,
said- I
like, if,
talked to him and he said he wants to do it, but his schedule has been super, super busy.
okay,
So I think. he's
so
trying to
look at your
focus.
list, are you sure that's the next person you can get under contract
there's
Baptist?
Okay, I've got Mark who wants to buy a condo or an Airbnb in Park City.
Okay, which
and
one of
then-
those do you think you can move under contract fastest?
I don't know. He's not responding because I took too long to get back to him. Kevin, actually Kevin
So-
I've been talking to every day, so.
So
Kevin
let's
wants
go,
to
wait,
buy this
let's dig into that.
What? Why did I take so long?
No,
What?
like, he's not responding, so what are you sending him that he's not responding to?
Okay,
He wants a condo in Park City?
yeah, he does.
Are you gonna sell it to him or somebody else?
Well, I hope I can, but I don't know. I'm just pulling myself back together.
Well,
So,
I don't know, I want these guys to hear it too, like, if somebody's getting a condo in Park City, are you the best person to serve them?
no, so I should refer it out.
Possibly.
Okay,
Do you have an agent to refer it out to that you trust up there?
I don't know. I would have
So
to-
that's the leverage. If she refers it out to an agent, she is gonna make 25% and she does not have to hire a babysitter.
Mhm.
She does not have to show a home. She does not have to get them qualified. She doesn't have to do any other pieces of that. That's the one thing you could do today, but you gotta find somebody good to work with up there. If you, so this is where it's like, we gotta rewind, because the minute he comes to you, this is what it's like, this is when we got it, and this is when this. Let's let me do it. No. Why can I touch it? This is like, I got the lead here and I didn't respond here. We gotta get them in one place where you can see that, because then we can start to see, oh, okay, that's what's happening. This is your, when I got it. Can I move this? No. We want to scroll over when I got it and when I actually contacted them. So
Oh,
instead,
Elizabeth
today, the
isn't
one thing you
pending.
could do,
Elizabeth isn't pending. She's A.
she's an A. All right, so Elizabeth is an A. Perfect. And our next one, what's the name of this guy? He should go on there.
Mark.
Mark, don't put a lot of energy into Mark, but you could find somebody. So I have an agent up in Salt Lake or in Park City, but to be honest, he refers his $1 million listings to me down here because it's not worth his time. So a condo up there might not be his jam.
Mhm.
So, but we can go on the KW website, find a good agent that we like, or ask around here and see if there's somebody who's hungry. I actually do have a gal. I think her name is Misty.
What about,
Briggs?
what's his name? Oh, hold on. He comes to our office, but he's still.
In Midway or somewhere, right?
Yeah,
There's your person. So your one thing for him today is not to contact the client, but to contact that agent and see if he's taking on new clients and if he could be your referral agent up there.
mhm.
Two things happen when you create that relationship. That agent goes in your database. That agent is a lead. He goes on your lead tracker.
Yeah.
Because if you refer him business, it's likely he's gonna refer you business, but you have to 36 touch him or he won't. Do you see what just happened though? That's an important
So you're
part.
saying that the agent is a lead because
He
they
can
talk to
lead
each
you-
other?
Mhm. But if you are not calling him or sending him text messages or just saying, hey, how's it going? You will not be the last agent he thinks of in Utah County.
And what do you say when you reach out to an agent like that?
How's it going?
How's it going?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's a realtor I just connected with and he's interested in dating me. I'm not interested in dating him, but he's a realtor and he said he wants to have this, like connection.
We're in this conversation.
I know,
I love
it's
you.
the same thing.
This is my big heart.
I know.
Oh, I love you so much. And we're gonna help you with that. So your one thing, get rid of the other. You're gonna call that agent today, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Find out what his Spencer's on our list, but you gotta get it on here. So you open this up and go, who do I do? How do I move them forward? Done, done, done. I do one thing for each of them to move them closer to contract today.
Mhm.
Cause you only get one till you earn the next. Spencer's important, or who, Spencer?
Spencer's the agent.
Spencer's the
Comes to
agent.
our
So I
office.
think there's an actual, like, who's this person? I think it says agent referral on here.
Okay.
And the reason I added it, used to only say buyer or seller, is because I really do want to refer that business. I want business to refer to me. I've closed several $1 million in
Mhm.
for that guy.
Spencer Hughes, the one who comes to this office, but, okay, anyway.
Spencer, reach out to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's likely if you're sending him referrals, there's 350 agents in this office. But if no one is sending him referrals, it's likely he's gonna reach out to you to have you take his referrals.
Yep.
You don't have to have that conversation and define it, but that's one way you did we just leveraged two pieces of business.
Mhm.
And in just a few minutes of being on purpose with your lead tracker, you can be like, done, I've done that. Done, I've done this. Now move to the next one.
Mhm.
And you just keep moving through them until you move each person in that lead tracker forward a little bit. Do one thing a day and touch each one. Maybe you look at them and go, nope, there's nothing I actually can do to move them forward today.
Mhm.
But let's feel this is this type of a tracker better? I guess I want to ask, hey, Ritz, can you put the other one up for me? Cause I'm like, is it just me that feels crazy that I have to filter to the top?
It's great.
But like, do you remember which one I'm talking about? The one that is, warm, hot, under contract. I just couldn't look at it. I was like, I can't even see that one. It makes me crazy. He's so patient with me. Because we're looking for your tracker.
Oh, yeah.
So you want your tracker, the one that's for the whole team?
No, the one that is the original pipeline.
All right.
Do you remember what it's got? It moves from left to right instead of up to down, up and down. I don't know what this is. He's in the Philippines.
Oh.
Right, he is my partner. Like that, at the end of the day, he literally is, I wanted to see what this says. Oh, I'm here. Sunny, it's nice to see you. I just saw your comment. It's in yeah, it's one of the ones that's in the playbook. So you can use this other one if that one's better. I personally, like, my brain just works. When my coach gave me that one 3 years ago, I was like, I will never use another one again. This is the way I operate, but I operate in spreadsheets. You can also do the same concept if you put them as opportunities in command. Either would be okay. I think it's good you actually do both because we behave different in different ways, right? I don't have to look at all the different things. I can just filter them to the top. It's okay. We can't find it. It's fine. It's probably in your binder, but I'm just not very good at the technology stuff. Okay, so is there anybody else who would like to walk through a pipeline like that? Or have questions about people that they have of like, how do we move them
I have
forward?
a question, but,
Yeah.
so my person under contract just canceled,
Mm-hmm.
so what do I do in command to like?
Are you
inform the
managing it
process?
yourself or is,
I have been,
okay,
I can show you that,
I'm gonna point you to Jeanette on that one.
okay,
She'll probably give you the right answer better than me.
okay. Cause there's a cancellation addendum, but I just throw it in.
Is it the buyer that canceled?
Yeah,
So you start with that. If you haven't informed the agent yet, I got a notice of cancellation
they already
yesterday.
know.
Okay, you need to make it official with the cancellation notice
Okay.
though, so that way the earnest money can be released, because if you don't submit it, and then you passed your due diligence or your financing and appraisal deadline, but you're like, they knew you didn't actually do it, you could have their earnest money at jeopardy. So make sure you grab the form off of the MLS, that send the official notice of cancellation. And then I think you're gonna upload it into Command, and then you're gonna send a note saying it got canceled.
Okay,
And you copy MCA and Dean on it so that Dean can approve it. And then ask for the earnest money to be released through notes in there.
okay,
So I guess I did know the answer.
yeah,
Yes, I did know the answer. That's great.
thank you.
No problem. I feel like I wanted to walk through a pipeline with you on it. And does anybody else want to walk through a pipeline? I know I asked you guys this once before.
I liked the other one better than this.
Okay, oh, this one, Rich, he is the best. So this one was hard for me to see. Because I had to move them from warm to hot. And I know that's helpful for some people, but I just have to like, the best goes to top. I just gotta get them to the top. And I can keep putting people in there and they can keep going. And sometimes, so the system that we're gonna have, so is there anyone, raise your hand if this is the system you wanna use? I'm good if whatever your brain needs. They're both the same?
I like the other one.
So we're good to just. Yes, speak up on Zoom. I heard someone.
I was gonna say, what's the other one? I guess I didn't see the other one. I see this one with all the colors and that's appealing. Is this
I
what
like-
you want? I said, is this the one you like or not like?
So this is our one you actually probably have all your stuff in, Jill.
I don't think
And
so. I don't think I do. I don't think
you do.
I haven't put anything in something that looks like this.
Jill wrote
So,
about it. This is Jill that's
yes.
on, right?
yes,
No, I sat with you and I saw it. Let me see if I can find it.
I will show you my face.
I love
Yes.
that. See, that's so much better.
Which
This
is the one you
other one. Can you see this one?
Yeah, and you like this one better?
I personally like this for my brain. It works a little better. The other thing is we have to become systematic, right? So once we decide what A, B's, and C's look like, let's hit that. That's the last thing we're gonna cover. So you guys know how to categorize. And then Rich will share the trackers with everybody so you guys have them. Please try your nice. I'm not gonna screw up the board if I use them right. So A's. Right now, if you just want to put A's as people you feel good about, I'll challenge you later about appointments. Okay, I'll let you put them as A's for a minute so you can feel good. But A's really mean that they're an appointment. There's somebody who's gonna be able to close in the next 30 to 60 days. Actually, let's go. I wanna say 1 to 45 days, because a cash offer could close in 48 hours. Okay. So that is your A's. B. These are gonna be anybody who is going to be 30 to 90 days out. They're thinking about, they're like your warms, they're your maybes. They haven't talked to a lender yet. They're getting stuff started, okay? And then your C's are gonna be 90 days plus. We also saw on there though that I think I have agent as an option on there because I think there's two sides on agents that you market to. One, you market to them because you want to be their referral partner. You guys know that we can refer out of state. Do you guys have like family that lives out of state? I just referred my niece to somebody in Mississippi. I didn't have to show a single house. It was incredible. And you know what happened? $2,500 got deposited into my bank account.
Is that the typical referral fee?
It's 25%. She was in Mississippi, and so it was like a $250,000 duplex. I was like, I wish we had that here.
Yeah.
But
That's-
if you have family, like if you're from Arizona, you better find a good Arizona agent that you can refer to. Because then you can refer all your people to them and you're not doing anything, but you have family that lives down there. So you just make sure they're part of your database. Inside or outside of Utah. And that you're still touching them 36 times a year. And the conversation sounds different. It's gonna sound something more like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that one of the services I provide is that if you guys are ever looking at any real estate needs, buying or selling, I will make sure that I have three of the best agents in the area that you can choose from. I'll interview them for you. So just let them know, like, you'll take care of that. And I go through and I'm kind of weird on my process. I go through a command, but then I go into their Facebook page and I just want to see like, do they look nice? Would I wanna do business with them? Do they look like jerks? Are they taking shots at like first thing, like on their page? Like there's some things that I'm like, maybe no. Or I had my cute brother that moved to Milwaukee and they're a little bit more eccentric. So I chose the agent that had blue hair. Cause I knew all of her stuff she was super into what was happening downtown clubs and knew where all the live music was. And her page showed that. I was like, oh man, they're moving to Milwaukee. They really need to know what that is gonna be like. They're gonna have a friend when they get there. And I gave them 2 or 3 others, but I was like, I think this is your girl. After I called and talked to them, and I was like, I think you're gonna be a good friend for them. And she's so cool. She's a cool agent. I've really enjoyed still watching her, like, cause then again, I friend them on Facebook right then. So that we become getting in a relationship and they see who I am and if they would want to refer business to me as well. So you can put agents on there for referral, and then there's another reason, for recruit.
Angie,
Yeah.
this is Jill. I was gonna say, my son lives in Vegas, and so I went through Keller Williams, found, an agent, looked up her Instagram, kind of matched her to my son and his girlfriend, right? And she has been the sweetest girl. She's already sent me like 2 referrals, and they haven't even bought anything with her yet. So that really works to develop a relationship with people out of state, because she keeps sending me anybody that comes to her, mind,
So
like
what
I'm the
that-
person.
Your 36 touch with her might look different, but she's gonna love if she's on your email list. You know why?
Why?
She can probably just steal it. I love being on other agents' email lists. I think it's great. Just put them on your email list, but then make sure you're on quarterly calls. And literally it is just like, send them a text, send them a meme, send them something funny. I have a file in my phone. Anytime I come across anything inspirational on like Facebook or Instagram, that I'm like, oh, that's a good quote. I just screenshot it and I stick it into that folder so that when I need content to text out to people, like agents, I'm like, hey, I came across this and thought of you. But then it's my system to fix it forever. So I have content, so I don't have to put content time on my calendar. So it's like, how do I create something that this is just how I'm going to go through and do it? If I ever see a really good birthday meme or really good, like I screenshot and keep it into that file so I can just share it out. A really good happy home anniversary picture, or whatever that is, like save it into your file so you have it all the time. Okay, the next system, and we've got 2 minutes left. The next system on this is that we are going to call A's. We're going to check on them, or we're going to try to do business with them every day. We're going to try and move them forward every day. Doesn't mean you call them every day, but you think, what can I do to get them closer to contract? They already talked to my lender. I'm going to call my lender and see if they did their paperwork. I'm going to send them a new house. Maybe I'm just going to send them a funny meme and be like, how's it going? What can I do with my A's every day to get them to contract? B's, we're going to do more like,
Is this something that I need to write down, or is this with?
I'll have
that
a system.
little-
No, it
that's on
doesn't
there?
say it on there, but we'll keep working through it.
Okay,
B's,
so
we're going
is
to do
there-
weekly.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, go ahead.
I answered my own question. If they're under contract, they're somewhere else. They're,
Yeah, they move up to pending.
okay.
Which actually, when you filter it, it moves down, which is nice. That A's always be at the top. Okay. That's the only problem with agents, is sometimes they are with A's, they move up. But they'll move to a pending status. So these, because you want to touch this every time before you touch your pendings. Because pendings are noisy. Taylor, not Taylor Swift, where's your one out there with the T?
Oh, Tooele.
Tooele is noisy.
Yeah.
You could spend all day long on it.
Mhm.
So you can't, you have to not even open the text message. You're gonna feel like that you have to deal with it right now. They can wait 5 minutes while you work on your A's. Do not open the text message till you touch new people. You gotta get new stuff going every day. And then your C's, we're gonna actually do bi-weekly. We're gonna do them on weeks. 1 and I take that back. Weeks 2 and 4 of every month. And somebody who's a C, so this is weeks 2 and 4. Somebody who's a C, you might not send a ton of real estate to, or like listings to, you may or may not. You still gotta every other week go, okay, how can I help move them forward? What can I do for them today? It might even be on 1 week, you send them something easy and fun, and the second week you actually call. This call is gonna sound something more like, hey, I know you weren't looking until next spring. I just wanted to touch base with you this month and make sure your plans haven't changed and I'm not dropping the ball. I know you said that you weren't gonna move for a couple of years. That's awesome. I just wanted to make sure nothing's changed in your world and that I'm the one not dropping the ball.
And that's Steve's.
Yeah, that's Steve.
I have so many notes.
And we don't touch them because we don't know what to say, right? So on weeks 2, you're gonna send something like an inspirational quote. You're gonna send them a fun, do you know what I send the most? Actually, I have to get new stuff all the time because my seed. I actually have somebody who is in my lead tracker right now. I kind of want to share it. So you guys can see. He is closing tomorrow, you guys. He has been on my lead tracker for 3.5 years. Right? Oh my gosh, I didn't think we were ever gonna close it. No, I was grateful. I don't know whether I ever thought we were gonna close it.
And your daughter was complaining about 30 days.
I know. I'm like, no, it's, and it just is that then you just look at and go, can I move him forward? So with him, he's an investor. I sent him stuff on 1031 exchanges. I sent him something that the tax law changed. I sent him something, just stuff like that. I sent him a link that we were doing an investment class. He did finally come to my 1031 class, so I knew. I actually thought I was gonna 1031 his condo.
Did you close, or did you record that? Cause I need to understand.
Investments?
Yeah,
Yes,
because
I will share it. I have, so I did, it's really, and we can teach it, and then you guys should teach it.
Can you share that one that you did about the trust too?
I can, if you only get to do one thing, the investments will lead you to money faster than the trusts.
Okay. I would love to do that.
So the investment one is good because your first time home buyer is interested in investment. They don't know, like, they're like, yeah, I wanna understand. You guys, we have 30 seconds left. I can share that one, but real estate investing is really simple. And for me, if I can't explain it on a napkin, I don't wanna teach it. But you should be able to explain real estate investing on a napkin. I'll share that link if you guys want. It's a Zoom link that's recorded. There are 4 quadrants as to how you make money in real estate when you invest. You guys, does anyone know what they are? This is why the problem is that people think that you're rolling around in money when you're a real estate investor and you're not. But there's 4 ways that's gonna, this is why real estate is magical and it builds people's wealth.
taxes is one of them.
Yes. First one that people think about is cash flow. That's what renters think. They think if I charge them $1,000 a month in rent, that they are, that I'm pocketing $1,000. But the reality is that I might only be making $100 a month in cash flow, if I'm lucky. To be honest, maybe even $50. My first investment, we were making $50 on a duplex every single month. So when the water here went out, we were hosed. So cash flow, maybe only $50 a month. Taxes, we're gonna come back to. The second one is going to be debt reduction. Because what's happening every month is your tenant that pays that $1,000, let's say your $1,000 in rent, let's say your mortgage is $900. Out of this $900, every single month, they're paying off maybe $250 in debt reduction. So you're at least making, let's say, $250 on debt reduction, and every single month that goes up. It gets more and more and more. You go up about $2 a month. And then your
I don't really understand that. That reduction. If they're paying
$1,000 for rent, 900
when for, so let's say, you guys seen an amortization chart?
Yeah.
So when your buyer buys a house and their payment's $1,000.
Oh, you're saying.
750 of it is
that's
gonna
the
go to
interest.
interest and 250 will go to principal. So what's happening is every single month, their rent is paying my principal down. So even though I don't get the cash, it's like a savings account for our people. So every single month, they're gonna get $250 a month that's going into their equity that somebody else is paying that down. On taxes. What's cool about taxes is that, let's say one of these condos over here that's $300,000. The government says that it's only gonna be good for 29.5 years. I have no idea how they came up with that time, but they basically said, you're an investor. We're gonna let you depreciate this property over 29.5 years. What's cool is there's no land on it, because you usually can only depreciate the building. Okay, so that building, we should do a whole class on this for you guys. So that building though, somebody take $300,000, and I want you guys to divide it by 29.5 years.
Leo.
Leo did not.
1,000 divided by 10,025.
Yep.
10,169.29.
So the government is saying every single year, you're gonna get to get to deduct $10,000 a year on your taxes. Every single year, it's just a given, okay? What's this, now divide that number by 12, so we know how much on a monthly basis that is.
47, 45.
847,
45.
okay. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. This is not dollar for dollar, you're gonna save it. You guys understand on taxes, you pay about 25% out to taxes. So now we're gonna have to times this by 25%, to tell you what your dollar for dollar savings would be. I'll send you the recording and get some,
It's like 211.
$211. Okay, not too bad. And then the last one is on appreciation. Let's say I buy this condo for $300,000 this year. Do you guys think that it's likely next year by this time, it could be worth just 1% more, which would be $303,000? That's not crazy. We're coming off of 3 to 4 years straight of double-digit increases. I'm talking 1%. Freaking Memphis, Tennessee goes up at least 1%. Utah is probably gonna go up 2 to 5%, but let's just tell our clients 1%. If we believe it's only gonna go 1%, that's still $3,000 a year, or how much is that divided by 12? 250 bucks, probably.
$3,000 or $300,000?
250. Okay, so every single month, I may only be making 50 bucks here, but we're gonna add $50 plus 250 plus 211 plus 250, and what's that? Stacy,
Yeah.
761. So 761 is what we're actually making when we realize all 4 quadrants of real estate. So right now, you think you're only making 50 bucks, but this is how wealth comes. But then you times that by 12, and that's your how much you're making in a year. But really, you have to risk it, because if the water heater goes out, you're screwed.
9,132.
And can they go to their boss today and ask for a raise for $9,132? So that is just with 1%. This was a pretty conservative way that I teach it. But the reality is like really their growth. This is the same though. This is the same for your first-time home buyer. Think if this went up instead of 1%, let's say it went up 3%, they made $10,000 that year in their real estate. There is no way they're gonna go to their boss and ask for a raise for 10 grand. Maybe not. I talked about that because it's at the restaurant. Okay, I'll send the link on the investment one. This morning I was thinking. I'm telling you, it's my morning time. I got cold in here.
Freezing.
For our PC group, should we hold seminars? Do you guys want to do that where you could invite first-time home buyers or investors?
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking, I woke up this morning, I thought we should do that. We should leverage 2 classes and everyone can bring their people and I'd be happy to teach them. Okay. But then that's something you can, the cool thing is about your C's, you can invite to any type of class or send any type of recording like that. Those kind of things, because it's just touching them and adding value, but it's not, I'm looking to buy or sell today. I hope today was valuable, you guys. We went long. Good. We'll keep working on this. We're gonna keep working on the lead tracker. So you guys will all get copies of your lead tracker. Your responsibility, your accountability is gonna be to have it filled out for next week. And you guys remember the schedule that we talked about? We're gonna do, so basically plan Monday through Friday from 9 to 12. You don't have to be at all the classes, but if you wanna move your business forward, I recommend you do it. Keep
So
learning.
tomorrow's,
Tomorrow at 9:30, they're doing Ignite graduation. I'm not positive who's on that list. Come anyways and support them, but we'll go through more of the playbook. We'll keep running through the play. So I'm gonna do a quick review of the playbook again tomorrow, and then I'll do that every Friday, once a month after graduation. And then the classes, we'll have the calendar published, hopefully. I'm waiting for 2 instructors to confirm. But it will start on the 1st.
New Ignite.
Clay's gonna do Spark. He committed to do that one for me, and then I have a few new instructors and a few new classes that are in there. Define your value proposition is in there, 'cause I told you guys I wanted to add that. I'm still confirming the teacher. And then qualifying buyers and sellers, I added that. Like pre-qualifying people, so, and then,
So for November, is there gonna be any Ignite or
full
it
Ignite.
goes straight?
Oh,
I think
don't-
December first.
sorry, November 1st.
November.
Yeah, November is a really packed calendar. But if you get here at 9, we'll have scripts on Monday, command basics on Wednesday and Friday. You guys have case studies and the other stuff you guys are doing in charge of prospecting and your guys' script practice. If you still need a script practice partner, put it in the WhatsApp productivity group, and if nobody responds, I'll help get you guys connected. But if you say, I need a script practice partner, the cute emoji, then we'll get you guys connected. Jill, you heard the rules on script practice. No small talk.
Yes, I've heard you say that 3 times today, and I feel like it's directed towards me. So there'll be no small talk.
Small talk. Tell your clients.